Hey guys, it's me. I am back, and it's been a while. I've been busy, and um, I was reminded earlier today because I got some comments about some previous videos that I should probably do another one because it's been a while. So I've been on testosterone for about 2.5 years. Um, Only testosterone gel, which some of you guys already know, and it's been going great. And I guess the one thing that I would say about the gel is I recently had my blood level done, and the results showed that because I had been slacking on taking it every day, the levels dropped. So being consistent was really key. And I got back on it again, like very consistent every day, taking the dose that I was prescribed, and I feel good. What I can say about the gel in my experience is I never felt emotionally unstable. I never felt like I was getting uh, maybe skin or undesirable effects from that. I felt, pretty solid and clean and healthy for the most part. Other than whatever life throws at you. I mean, life's gonna throw a bunch of shit at you, and that's just gonna happen regardless. As if you're transitioning, you already know, like, just socially transitioning by itself, even if you haven't medically started, it's it's got its own challenges, and there's a lot of pressure. So, it's kind of hard to say when you have things going on, whether it's from the hormone levels or whether it's just from life stress. Um, it's one of those things I've had to sort of be more mindful about and listen to myself and listen to where my emotional state was. But I know myself better than any doctor, so I know when I'm feeling really off, and if it's due to something that's just within me and something that's going on in my life, I can recognize that, versus if it's something that's just I don't feel right because of something, that I'm putting in my body. But that comes with a lot of self-awareness, and everybody has to go through their own process to figure out what that's like. But if you do practices like meditation, or if you do practices that are more in alignment with becoming sort of aware of yourself and your emotional state, I think that's only going to serve you. I think it's only going to help you in the long run, because you have so much kind of noise coming from outside of you, and sometimes it's only your self-awareness that's going to save you, because all that noise coming from different people, their opinions, their strongly held beliefs, their whatever it is going to be a lot of pressure, and it's going to like cloud your mind to the point that sometimes you can't even distinguish your own thoughts from the thoughts around you. Because if you're if you don't, like, for example, if you don't live by yourself, but you're surrounded by people that have their own opinions about what you're doing, and you're going to feel it constantly. It's really going to put a lot of burden on you, and their thoughts are going to get in your head all the time. So having your own system of separating your thoughts and emotions from theirs is ultimately the best tool. um, and it's going to help you just kind of come to peace with who you are, what you are, and sort of make peace with the outside opinions you can't control. Um, what I've what I've found helpful is staying on my path, which for me means the things that I want to do. So I'm a writer. I really enjoy the creativity in writing a novel, so I focus a lot of my energy on that, because you know besides, going to the gym and like doing that kind of stuff, that's the one thing that makes me feel really good, because I'm putting creative energy into it. I feel like I'm accomplishing something. um, I feel like, I've done a good job, as far as work and trying to maintain, my employment and progress in my employment. But I also feel like I'm just sort of maintaining someone else's vision, someone else's creation, and they reap the benefits. Um, so I make a living, but I want more than that. So my vision is something far greater than what I have as my status quo. And transitioning is really just a part of getting more in alignment and manifesting whatever that vision is. Because I have a vision of myself, I have a vision of who I am, I have a vision of how that looks and what that means. And going through medical transition is a huge part of that. Social transition, medical transition, all of it. And not everybody's going to be super cool with that, not everybody's going to be supportive, and not everybody's going to be able to handle it. But whatever, like, I'm the one that's going to die when it's time for me to die, so nobody's going to take my place. So I have to just live my life. And you know I feel like I've done really well in the last 2.5 years, like taking that big leap of faith, taking massive action. Like when you decide you're going to come out, and as trans you're going to come out, or in any way capacity, coming out is a major thing. But you're coming out, and you're changing your world, because you're now changing how other people are going to relate to you. You're changing how you relate to the world, and it's a huge shift in your reality. And so there are consequences, and I feel like there's only more positive than negative. Even if it's really hard, like even if it's really, really fucking hard and you lose people on the way, it's a necessary journey you have to make for yourself. And you know that. That's why you started this. That's why you're doing this, because there's no other option. And, for me, I needed to do this, and I am, it's June now. No, it's not June. It's May. So in December I'll have top surgery. Finally, I've got the date, and I'm like getting ready for it. I'm super excited. My buddy has the same surgeon. He just has his top surgery, and he's really happy with the results. And that just makes me more excited about getting in there and going for it, and just seeing how it turns out. I'm ready. Like, I'm for sure ready. 2.5 years on hormones. Like, I've done a lot of the paperwork change. I've done a lot of the document change, and so the world knows me as my masculine self, which is fucking awesome. But having like my body not be congruent to that is a little stressful. And it is on my mind for sure. When I, especially when I'm in certain places like public bathrooms or whatever, or I'm wearing certain clothing. Like, I've been really trying to like get away from that safety blanket of wearing super baggy clothing that I used to do, to getting into more fitted clothing, which complements me more. But it also, there's like a fine line, like if the elasticity is kind of loose because I've worn it too much, I can tell, and I feel like that gets in the way of me feeling completely 100% comfortable. So that'll change in December, and I'll share it with you guys too. I'll tell you how it goes, and what the process is like and everything. But anyway, I wanted to tell you how I'm doing, and just update you. If you have any questions about gel in particular and what it's like, or what my experience has been with it, then just go ahead and leave me a comment. I'm totally open to answering any questions or anything. So anyway, I hope you guys are doing great. Stay on the path, stay on your path, and don't give up. If things are hard, like, just remember you're not alone. and that you can always reference these kind of videos. There's so many other guys that are doing this kind of stuff, and they all have different experiences and like different great personalities and nuances to their life, and you know, they're all out there for you. It's all there for you for to help. So just remember that, and you know, keep it going. Okay.